Namaste everyone, my name is Claire, and today I'm going to be completing my month 5 assignment, which I've been putting off for a long time. So I'm finally ready to complete that now. And just to tell you a little bit about how this is going to go, I'm going to first do a kriya, and this whole series that I'm going to do is going to be about purifying the self, removing stagnant energy, like just releasing everything in the body. Because lately I've just been feeling stuck, like I can't do anything, no motivation, no energy, just kind of like blah. So this is just going to be a total purification for anybody that may be also feeling that way, or it's just a really good reset and a really good way to purify your energy. And I am going to be using this guide as notes because the kriyas can be very detailed. So to explain this first kriya, it has 5 parts, and in each part we're going to hold the little series for 2 minutes. So altogether this should take us about 8 to 10 minutes. And I chose purifying the self kriya. And this kriya energizes you and it helps to purify the mind and the body. And then after we complete the kriya, I'm going to piece together the second part, which is asana. And the asana is going to be a flow to release stagnation. It's going to be just a short, nice, and easy little series. And we will go into meditation. And after meditation, when we come out and we're very relaxed and tapped into our inner self, then we're going to go into an inner work process. And that process is going to be creating our life mission statement. And I think the order of this is really good because by the end we'll be cleared, we'll be energized, purified, ready to receive what drives us in life. Like if we've been questioning what that is, or just like wanting to get a little bit clearer on that, then this can be a great process for you to do. So I will meet you on your mat. Before we get started with our kriya, I wanted to explain to you the mudra that we're going to be using in our kriya set today. We're going to use it at the beginning and at the end, and I'll explain that a little bit more when the time comes. This is Kali mudra for release, and this mudra assists in expansiveness, release, and spiritual purification. And the kriya that we're going to do is called Purify the Self. So these go together really well. And when you do this kriya, I want you to focus on releasing all obstacles and aligning to your true nature. And to do this mudra, what you'll do is you'll interlace all your fingers together except for the index. So the index goes like this, and then you'll do right thumb over left thumb, and it'll be held at the heart space area. And we're ready to get started. So all you will need will be maybe like a water, and if you want to use a cushion for when we get to easy pose, that's all you'll need. So go ahead and join me on your mat. Okay, go ahead and come to stand at the top of your mat, and let's just take Anjali Mudra, and let's just take 3 cleansing breaths together. Just to release any nerves, any emotions that are lingering, any thoughts. You can shake your arms out. You can close your eyes and inhale deeply. And exhale out through the mouth. Let's take the time to go ahead and center ourselves and set our intention for this kriya set. Today my intention will be to purify my mind, purify my body and my aura. Okay, now that we're cleansed and grounded, we can go ahead and get started with our kriya. So take your right foot and step back, kind of like you would be in a high lunge. The only difference is the top of the back foot is going to be flat, like flat on top of your mat, like that. And the goal is to have your leg parallel. If you're there, if that's in your practice, go for it. If not, you can lift up a little bit. And let's take our Kali Mudra here, interlacing, leaving the index fingers up, right thumb over left at the heart center. And we're going to inhale 3 deep breaths, and at the top of the inhale, hold for 8 seconds. You can close your eyes and focus on your brow. Okay, take a big inhale. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Release. Inhale and hold. If you can't hold for the full 8 seconds, that's okay too. Just as long as you can. And release. Inhale. Hold. And exhale. You're doing a great job. Step to the top of your mat. Shake out your legs. You can really feel the energy moving and already feel the heat building. So that lets us know that this is working. Okay, now let's step the left leg back. We're going to do the same thing. Put your foot flat on the top of your mat, the top of your foot flat. And just make sure you don't have your knee over your ankle. Okay, Kali Mudra. Ready to inhale. And take a deep inhale. And hold. Release. Inhale. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Release. One more. Inhale. And hold. You're doing great. You got this. You can feel the energy moving. And exhale, release all obstacles and negative energy from the body. Inhale, stand back at the top of your mat. And that really gets our breath going. We've been holding our breath, holding poses. Let's make our way down to our mat now. If you'd like a cushion, you can grab your cushion, a pillow. You don't really need either of those. If you don't want, that's okay. And just come to have your spine erect. And here we're going to sit in our easy pose and place our hands on our hips. Shrug your shoulders up like this and lift your diaphragm to the sky. And this feels uncomfortable, but that's kind of the purpose of these kriyas. We hold these poses with intention and breath, and then the release is very purifying. So hands on hips, diaphragm lifted, shoulders up high. And we're going to breathe here for 2 minutes. And while we're here, we breathe, inhale and exhale very deeply for 2 minutes. So let me get my timer pulled up here. Okay, let's get started. I invite you to close your eyes. Inhaling and exhaling very deeply. See if you can have your spine straight and let your legs relax a little bit, holding the tension more in our upper body. Heart to the sky. And the sounds we have playing right now are for our third chakra, which is our solar plexus. And this chakra is all about kind of like your inner fire, your determination, your willpower. So we want to get that activated and unlocked. And if you need to take a break, we don't want to cause any pain here. So you can maybe take some shoulder rolls and then hop right back into it when you're ready. Breathing deeply, 20 seconds. Inhale, filling up the lungs, and exhale, releasing. Feeling our energy purified. All right, time's up. You can release the shoulders and shake that out. And just feeling the release from that. All right, for this next pose within this kriya set, we're going to take bear grip, which you have your right palm, left palm, right's on top. Kind of hook your fingers like this, grab, and then you're going to pull slightly while staying parallel to the ground. And in this, we don't really want to hunch our shoulders up into our ears. We're going to be kind of more level here. And this is a very heart-centering, heart-activating mudra here. And with this, we will inhale deeply and exhale forcefully and completely. And if Mula Bandha is in your practice, you can engage Mula Bandha to mentally raise the pranic energy. And we will hold this one also for 2 minutes. So while you're doing this, and if you don't have your Mula Bandha, if that's not in your practice, where you just kind of squeeze the perineal area to lift the energy up, if that's not in your practice, that's okay. You can just envision the energy sitting at the base of your spine, moving all the way up through all the chakras, out through the crown. And we'll go ahead and get started with that, and we will hold this for 2 minutes. So go ahead and take your bear grip lock while I get the timer. And remember, inhaling fully, exhaling forcefully. All right, let's get started. Inhale deeply and exhale forcefully. Mula Bandha engaged. Inhale deeply. Exhale forcefully. Our spine is still erect and straight. And you can exhale forcefully through your nose or your mouth. You can alternate, whichever feels right for you today. Feeling the energy moving. Keep going, you're doing a great job. 40 seconds. keep going. You're doing great. We're almost there. I know the arms are feeling heavy. Feel that energy flow, Mula Bandha engaged. And time's up. And release that. Maybe take some shoulder rolls, some neck rolls. Just feeling the movement of the energy in the body. Okay, we have 2 more left in this kriya set. So let's keep going. I'm already feeling a really nice shift in my energy. At the beginning, I was like nervous, kind of out of breath already. And now I just feel really energized. And so let's keep going. And in this one, we're still in easy pose. We're gonna lift our arms parallel to the floor. Palms are gonna be facing out like this. And in this one, we are going to envision pressing the palms away, like pressing out the walls. You can close your eyes here and focus at your brow point, at your third eye. We're going to inhale deeply and hold the breath while applying the Mula Bandha for 20 seconds if we can. And if that's not in our practice, that's okay. After our inhale, we'll just hold for as long as we can and exhale. And this will continue for 2 minutes. So let me get my timer again pulled up. Okay, let's get started. Okay, close your eyes, focusing on the brow. Inhale. Hold, apply Mula Bandha. And exhale, release. Release Mula Bandha, but keep the arms out. Inhale. And hold. Hold the breath, hold Mula Bandha if it's in your practice. For as long as you can. And exhale, feel the release. Inhale here, and you can see what we're doing here. So if you'd like to go at your own pace with your inhales, your holds, and your exhales, that's fine. If not, you can stay with me. Holding. Arms may be feeling very heavy. Exhale. If you need to take a break, I totally understand, but we have 30 seconds, so we can do this. Inhale, filling up the lungs. And hold. Engage Mula Bandha. Holding on to that energy, letting it build, letting it rise. And exhale, releasing it all. And that's our 2 minutes. Time's up. So you can shake that out if you want to do a little counter stretch with the arms. You are welcome to do that. And this is our 5th pose in the kriya set, so we're almost done. You're doing a terrific job. If you need to readjust your position for easy pose, go ahead and do so. And in this one, we're going to again take Kali Mudra. So interlace. Index fingers are the only ones not interlaced. Right thumb over left. Hands at heart center. And you can kind of relax your shoulders. We've been holding them really tightly. So just a nice straight spine in Anjali Mudra, except Kali Mudra. So it's still at the heart center. With this, we will hold for about 2 to 3 minutes. Let's go for 3 minutes this time. We're just going to envision removing obstacles as we breathe, aligning ourselves to our true nature. So let me go ahead and set that timer. We're going to go 3 minutes this time. And this is just a nice clearing, moving of the breath in and out, moving the energy up and down with our Kali Mudra, with our intention set. So go ahead and take Kali Mudra and we'll get started. And with your breath here, I want you to choose how you would like to breathe in this last one. So you can do inhale deeply, you can do a hold if you'd like, exhale, you can return to your normal breath, you can take oceanic breathing, which is where you create that subtle sound in your throat with through the nose, inhale, and through the nose, exhale. That's what I'm going to choose to do. So let's go ahead and get started. 3 minutes. Kali Mudra. I invite you to close your eyes. Feeling our chest rise and fall. Lift the crown of your head. Feeling all stagnation release from your body at this moment. On your next exhale, letting all of that flow out of your body. And inhale, inviting new, purified energy and pranic life force into the body. Staying with the breath. Holding our Kali Mudra, holding our intention. So ready to feel purified, energized, revitalized. So ready to let go, feeling sluggish, lazy, slow. Letting go of the belief that we have no motivation. Letting that go, letting that ride out on the out breath. Inhaling and realizing we have all the motivation inside of us always, waiting to be tapped into. Sometimes all we have to do is clear out the old in order to welcome in the new. And 3 seconds. And exhale, you can release your arms down. I invite you to keep your eyes closed and just sit here in an easy pose. You can have your palms down or facing up. I want you to take a few moments to feel the energy shift. Maybe invite a smile on your face. Maybe you can feel little goose pimples on your skin. Maybe you feel tingly. I'm just checking in. to ourselves, our innermost selves, feeling our body. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Thank you so much for joining me in this purifying kriya. I feel like so happy, so energized, so full of life now. I do feel a shift in my energy, so I hope that this did the same for you. I really do. And in just a few moments, we will continue with the asana portion of this class. So if you'd like to take a break, refill your water, whatever you need to do, and you can pause this video, and we'll meet back on our mats when you're ready. Namaste. Now that we're all activated and energized, purified, we're going to take that one step further and jump into a 35-minute asana practice where we focus on activating our third chakra, and we're going to use some core exercises, some twisting to further release emotions. And so if this sounds good to you, go ahead and grab a block if you have one and meet me on your mat. Come to stand at the top of your mat in Tadasana. You can have your toes together, heels apart, or if it's more comfortable, you can have your feet hip-width distance apart. Bring your shoulders back and down, aligning from the heels of your feet all the way up to the crown of your head, really connecting to the earth energy. Bring your hands to heart center, bow your head, and let's set our intention for today's practice. Today, we want to ignite our inner fire within. We're going to release stagnant energy and welcome in our own willpower, our own fire, our own motivation back into our lives. And we'll take 2 cleansing breaths together. Inhale, fill up your lungs. Exhale, release. Inhale, filling up the lungs. Fresh energy coming into the body. And exhaling, let your hands drop down by your sides, releasing. Inhale, sweep the arms forward and overhead and sit back like you're sitting into a chair. You're going to have your knees over your ankles. And it's very important here to activate your core. Let's get our core activated. And stay with your breath. Feeling heat within our body starting to rise. Feeling heat in our third chakra. And exhale. Bring your hands down to meet your feet, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant your hands, step back into plank. And exhale, down chaturanga. Inhaling, upward facing dog. Exhale, roll over the toes into downward facing dog. You can pedal out a little bit here. Inhale, lift your right leg to the sky. Exhale, sweep that through, plant your foot in between your hands, and turn your back foot out 45 degrees. Inhale, rise up strong into your warrior one. Bend your front knee to where it's stacked over the ankle. And breathe. Exhale your hands down to frame your foot, step back into plank. And exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog, open your heart space. Exhale, down dog. And lift your left leg to the sky as you inhale. Exhale, sweep that through. rise up into warrior one on the other side. Feeling lots of fire and heat, especially in that front leg where most of our weight is. Lifting our heart. Exhale the hands down to plant in front of the foot. Step your leg back. Exhale down, chaturanga. Push back, downward facing dog. And stay with your breath here. Tapping into your inner fire. Exhale, let's let the knees drop down to our mat. And we're gonna take a few cat-cow poses here. So as you inhale, you're gonna arch your back, lift your head to the sky. And on your exhale, round your spine. Pressing out all the energy, stagnant. You can even rock side to side to further assist in releasing any stuck energy in our body. Inhale. Exhale. Round your spine. Inhale. Arching the back. Maybe rocking here. And exhale. Go at your own pace here. You can speed up if you'd like. Last inhale. And last exhale. All the air out. Inhale to rise. And we're going to take camel here. And for camel, you can use blocks if you'd like. So if you have your 2 blocks, you can place them right at your feet back here. And if not, if you'd like to grab for the feet, you can do that. And bring your hips to your lower back. Taking a breath here. We're getting ready to really open up our chest for expansion, removing blockages. So exhale, let your right arm fall back to your block, and doing the same with the left arm. And if you're not using your blocks, you can bring to the heel of your foot. You can tuck your toes to make this a little bit higher. And then once you have hold here, let your head fall back and just drop. Really opening ourselves up, feeling vulnerable. And bring one hand to the lower back. Inhale to rise slowly and safely. And then come onto your knees. We're actually going to make our way onto our bottom for boat pose. And this pose is also very core activating. So really heating up that third chakra, opening it, getting it ready to just burst open with determination and divine will. For boat pose, sit on your bottom. And you're going to lift your legs with your hands on the ground. And you can keep your knees bent. If full boat is in your practice, you can extend the legs all the way out and lift the arms. This is perfectly fine as well. This is a beautiful boat right here. All we're going to do is focus all of our energy on activating the core. Stay with your breath here. Maybe we're a little shaky, and that's okay. That's the energy moving. And exhale, release. Make your way onto your back. And we're just going to rock from side to side here. rolling out the back. And breathing. And then plant your feet firmly on your mat. Now we're gonna do yogic bicycles, which this is also really gonna get us fired up, really gonna maybe even get us sweating a little bit. And you probably already know what these bicycles are. It's just, it's very similar to just the regular bicycles. You bring your left knee up, right elbow to touch. And we'll just switch back and forth like that. So let's take 2 breaths to prepare, and then we're gonna try for 20 of these. So inhale, exhale, one more inhale to prepare, exhale, and let's get started. 1, 2, activating the core. 4, staying with breath. 9, 10, halfway there, you've got this. You can point the toes or you can flex them. Stay with breath. 2 more. And exhale, release. And you can windmill your legs from side to side. And slowly rise up. Now we're going to move into Sage Mariachi's pose C, in which we extend the right leg and bring the left leg back. And this is going to be a twist to really help us to let go. Inhale the right arm to the sky, and you remember you have your left leg pulled in. And exhale, bring that on the outside of the knee, and the left arm is behind you. Fingertips lifted on the mat. Only going as far as necessary to feel the stretch, the sensation. And breathe. Twisting, bringing out stuck emotions within ourselves. And exhale, you can untwist and drop that left leg. Now bringing the right leg up. Right arm goes behind us. Inhale, lift the left arm to the sky. And exhale, twist on the outside of the knee. Gazing maybe to the back of the room. Our left foot is flexed, toes pointed towards the sky to stay active. Feeling ourselves let go of old beliefs that we've had. Whatever beliefs that are no longer serving us. And you can exhale to come out of that. You can scoot to the top of your mat if you'd like. We're gonna take fire log pose now. So plant your right leg parallel to, like the wall. You're not gonna have it bent in, but it's gonna be parallel. Left leg goes on top, parallel. You're just kind of stacking them. And if they're sitting way too high like this, you can move that leg down the shin a little bit. And we're just gonna scoot into that to where they're stacked on top of each other nicely. Inhale to lift the chest. Exhale to fold over. can drop the head. If it's in your practice, you can maybe flirt with dropping your elbows down. Keeping the feet activated, the toes are pointed towards the front of your mat. Feeling a deep stretch here. And a deep release. Really stretching out that hip. We hold so much of our emotions within our hips. So this pose should really help us release that. You can walk your hands out to the side if you'd like. And inhale to rise. And we'll take that on the other side now. Letting the left leg drop to the mat, parallel to the front of the room. Right leg on top. Moving into that to where it feels comfortable for you. Inhale, opening the heart. And exhaling, walking the hands out in front of us. Dropping the head down, maybe dropping our elbows. And just tap into your breath here. You are strong. You are enough. And you truly can do anything you set your mind to. Walking the hands out again to the side if you'd like. And keep with your breath here. Stay focused on breath. Okay, and now we're going to come onto our knees. We're going to take extended puppy pose. So it's kind of like child's pose, but you stay on top of your forearms. And your bottom stays lifted towards the sky. Instead of sinking down, it's going to stay lifted. So kind of drop down, keeping the bottom lifted towards the sky. You can put your head on the mat. We're going to stay here for a few breaths and release. Really feeling a deep stretch in the arms and the shoulders. And breathe. And go ahead and sink back into a full child's pose now. You can have your big toes touching, and you sit back, spread your knees wide, and drop down. Sinking even further into relaxation, into surrender. And slowly walk your hands up. We're going to make our way onto our backs for happy baby. Last little rocking motion and movement before we make our way into Savasana. So you can lie with your back flat on your mat here. And taking peace fingers, we're going to bring those index and middle together. We're going to make like a hook and grab onto our big toes. And then just rock side to side, however feels comfortable, just tapping into our inner child here. Inhale and exhale. Maybe you want to pause here and take your hands to the inside of your knees and just kind of let your legs rest open. You can rock a little this way or stay right here for a few breaths. Feeling totally open, completely cleared out. And when you're ready, drop your legs to your mat. We're going to prepare for Savasana here. If you need to readjust to where you're on your mat, like all the way, you can do that as well. And lay flat on your back, let the toes spread out to just what's natural. If that's hip width distance, let your toes splay open, palms face upward. I invite you to close your eyes as we sink into our meditation. Thus far, we've done so much clearing, so much releasing. If something comes up for you that's emotional, that is completely normal. It can even be expected, and know that you're in a safe, sacred space. You're exactly where you're meant to be. You're so loved. See if you can relax the muscles in your eyes, the muscles in your face. Let your jaw fall slightly open. Let your neck muscles release. And just let your whole body sink into the ground, letting the earth hold you completely. Just let yourself be. when you're ready, start to bring the awareness back into your body now, moving the fingertips, rocking the feet a little bit. And slowly when you're ready, you can make your way up to easy pose. And bring your hands to heart center. You can close your eyes if you wish. Just checking back in with our intention we had at the beginning of this practice. Do we feel a little bit more open? Do we feel maybe a little bit lighter? Maybe we feel more space within us. Thank you so much for joining me today in this asana practice. And what we'll do next is take a few moments to grab maybe your journal or just a piece of paper and a pen. And in the next session, in the next series of this class, we will do our inner work process for our life mission statement. So take a few minutes and just grab some water, a piece of paper and a pen, and meet me back here. Namaste. Hello and namaste, everybody. We have already done so much work today to clear out the old, to let go of any beliefs that we've been holding on to, that we're lazy, we're stagnant, we don't have the time or the energy or not enough sleep or whatever excuses and things we've been holding on to like that. We've done the work now to work all that out, and so we are a clear vessel right now to go into a inner work process to discover and reveal what our dharma is, what our life path is, and just to speak a little bit more about that. These inner work processes, they are pretty emotional at times, and they do bring up a lot of things. So there's a ton of different processes, and the one we're going to do today, it's more of like a joyful, uplifting process, but also just to be aware there could be some shadow things that pop up for us, and I will speak more and talk about that more later. And so for this process, what is my soul's dharma or path? It's going to bring our unconscious mind to the surface. And so going through this process, what we're trying to do is remove all the stressors and obstacles. And we're going to go into this meditation and visualize our favorite place or setting, environment. And we're going to try to invoke a utopia experience. And with all of our needs being met and taken care of, we're going to focus on how we're feeling. And we're just going to get clear on our current purpose. And I do want to also note that this, whatever statement we discover today, is not always going to be connected to a career path, because I was really stuck on that for a long time. I have to find out my dharma. What's my purpose? Why am I here? That really plagued me, and I had to find it out, had to know it, had to do it. I couldn't just do any job to get by. Really wanted to know, what am I here to do? And just know that what this process could do, it could reveal that to you, or it could just reveal kind of the energy that you might be even lacking, that you need to focus on within your own healing journey right now. like what you're craving. So I want you to go into this not just thinking like, oh, this is going to tell me my career path. Just stay a little more open with this process, and we'll just see what gets revealed to us today. And so what I want you to do is grab your journal or your piece of paper and a pen. And first, before we go into our meditation, we're just going to write down like the prompt. And then we're going to go into meditation. And eventually I'll pull you out, and then we'll fill in the blanks of this prompt. So I want you to write down, I create a world of, and then leave like maybe at least, like 2 or 3 lines of a blank space. And then you're going to put by or / through. And so it'll be I create a world of, we don't know yet, by or through, we don't know yet. All right, so once you're done jotting that down, you can set that aside. And we're going to go into meditation. So if you'd like to do that seated and with a straight spine, you can do that. Or if you want to lie down on your bed or on your yoga mat, however you feel you can best tap into your meditative state. There's a huge bug coming after me right now. I have to show you guys this. This is terrifying. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let me get him. Hold on. I'm super sorry about that distraction. But sometimes there's things you can ignore when you're videoing and recording, and then there's things like that you just really need to take care of. And just so you know, I didn't kill him. I put him outside. So he's okay now. All right. Now let's go into our meditation. So if you're seated, you can place your hands on top of your thighs and align your spine so that you're straight. Whatever position you're in, close your eyes and start to deepen your breathing. Lengthening your inhales and exhales. Seeing if we can let go of our expectations. Clearing our mind. Inhaling deeply and exhaling fully. In your mind's eye, I want you to imagine your favorite setting or place. It can even be fantasy-like if you wish. And this is just your most perfect, favorite place ever. Maybe you're seeing a rainforest, or maybe you're in a bright, sunny coastline or a beach. It could even be a desert or a library. The point is, this is your space, your favorite place. Imagine seeing yourself walking through this beautiful place. I want you to tap into all of your senses here. What do you hear? What are the sounds that are in your favorite place? Maybe you hear birds. Maybe you hear waves crashing. Maybe raindrops on the leaves. And what do you smell? What do you feel underneath your feet as you walk on whatever ground is under them? And now I want you to start to imagine coming across a town or a village or a city, whatever your most ideal community is. I want you to imagine coming across a place like this within your favorite ideal setting. Where would you want to live most? Would this be like a high-rise city? Or would this be in the rainforest, in the treetops? Let this place excite you. Let it fulfill you. This is your favorite place. Let yourself feel at home in this perfect place. See yourself moving through it. I want you to envision in your mind's eye what you're doing here. Experience what it's like to live here. As you look upon this ideal community, I want you to see how happy and fulfilled everyone here is, you included. Everything is provided for, nothing is lacking, everyone is living in their truth. Everyone is doing what they have chosen to do here. Now see yourself interacting with this world. Really see yourself. What are you doing here? What's giving you the feeling of fulfillment, joy, peace, happiness? What is that feeling? And when you're ready, I want you to open your eyes for a moment, and we're going to come back to the statement, the prompt that we made. And I want you to just think back to how did it feel being in that perfect place? How did it feel seeing yourself doing exactly what you love? And with that, I want you to fill in the first blank. So it would be after the I create a world of. And just fill in that blank with the feeling that you felt in your perfect place. You can even close your eyes again and think back into the feeling, just what you felt there in that community, in that place. And there probably will be a few feelings, and you can write down as many as you'd like. But ideally there's like one or just a couple that stick out really strongly. And just know that this will be unique to you, to your journey and yours alone. And just choose the feeling that gave you the most charge in this place. And I'll give you a few seconds to write that down. And then when you're ready, We're going to close our eyes again. And I want you to think back to this place, to this community, to the feelings. And now I want you to focus on what were you doing there? Like, what were you actually physically doing in this place? Like, maybe how were you interacting with the people? And again, you're seeing everyone here so happy and fulfilled. There's no judgment, nothing is off limits. Who are you there with? Are you alone? Are you with family or friends? See this ideal self, where you are, what you're doing, and exactly what you're doing the way you want it. Let yourself be free. And what are you doing here that brings you your highest joy? And with your eyes closed still, just feel into that for a moment and visualize doing what brings you your highest joy here in this place. When you're ready, you can open your eyes and flip to that page or your journal, and you're going to fill in after your by/through, you're going to fill in the actions that you saw yourself doing in this perfect ideal place. You could write down, maybe you were all alone, and like maybe you were just out adventuring or exploring. Maybe you were just taking a nap. Whatever you were doing is super personal to your path. And just finish up writing that down. And just now look back and read your full statement that you have. Like, for example, I'll go ahead and share mine. This was not recent. This was a few months ago, and doing this process at different times in your life can yield very different statements, which is super interesting because we're always growing and changing, and maybe our statement stays kind of, maybe not the same, but maybe it does, and that is our one true dharma, our most potent energy that we're here to grow and learn about. Or maybe it alters and there's a few things that we'd like to bring to this world or heal within ourselves. And so a few months ago, mine was, I create a world of acceptance, community, and peace through helping others, connecting with others, meditating together, practicing yoga, adventuring in nature, and talking one-on-one with others without holding back. So I wrote kind of a lot down. I filled in the blanks with a lot of things that I wrote down, kind of everything that came to me. I think I envisioned being in the rainforest, and my community was tree houses, and I was just walking around in there connecting with this little tight-knit community of really peaceful, happy, enlightened people. And yeah, that's what I saw myself doing, really connecting with people and getting spiritual with people, basically. And so whatever you have written down for you, that is perfect for you in your journey at this time in your life. And I mean, it could even also be, you could take this a different way and look at it as the things that you create in this world, like the feelings. Maybe those are feelings that you feel that you have been lacking in your life. So with mine, let's see, community, acceptance, and peace. I remember when I did this, I looked back and was definitely like, yeah, I haven't really been accepting myself in my entirety, in my shadows, in my flaws, in my just acceptance that I am human, not perfect. Like, that was something that I was needing to work on at that time. And community, I wasn't feeling like super connected to a lot of people. I was feeling more alone, or just in more of the energy of like solitude. And that's great at times, but it's also really nice to connect with people and feel that bond and relationship with other people. So if you'd like to use this as an invitation to see what kind of energy you are drawn to, you can look at it that way. Or you can look at it as, I create a world of, the things in that blank could also be just your gift, what you're meant to bring to the world, what energy. And that can be career related, or it could be hobby related. It could be super personal. It could have been you envisioned you alone, like playing on the beach or in the jungle. And maybe your purpose in this life, or in this season of life that you're in, could be just to like play and have fun and enjoy and live in the moment. And so it's just very unique to every single person. And then the by and through, that part is like your how. So that would be more of like, kind of not like what you should be doing, but like if you do those things, then you are going to be at your highest joy, your fullest potential. And so mine was like meditating with people, doing yoga, just talking one-on-one, like therapy. So, and that, looking back on that now, that actually is still really relevant to me, because that's what I want to do. I want to teach people how to tap into that quiet space within and just help people. I kind of want to be a counselor as well, so I've been thinking about that. Right now I'm a nurse currently, and I've been thinking about changing careers to that. So yeah, this is a very like deep, vulnerable, introspective process. So yeah, I mean, you may have things come up right now, and just know that that's totally normal, and that you are where you're meant to be in life, and that you are so loved, and that you will get there. Thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste. And also, if you'd like to share your Dharma statement with me, feel free to do so in the comments. I think that would be really fun.